Okay, welcome. Thank you. We're here for the town council meeting of May 19th, 2026 at 7 p.m. I can confirm we have quorum. The mayor and council wish to acknowledge the town of Fort Smith is located within the Treaty 8 territory. Treaty 8 territory also encompasses the traditional homelands of the Salt River First Nation, Tabaded and Asuthaley Nation, and the indigenous Métis peoples of Fort Smith. These nations have maintained stewardship of the sacred lands throughout the generations, and we honor your knowledge, teachings, traditions, and the land. We are mindful that colonization has not been kind, and we respectfully recognize our generational histories and commit to strive for unity in the spirit of truth and reconciliation. I'll hand the chair off to Councillor Cox.
All right, thank you. Starting off, we have the adoption of the agenda. Can we have somebody move the agenda be adopted as presented? We got Councillor Karachuk.
I move that the agenda be adopted as presented.
Seconded by Councillor Tucky. Any discussion, additions? Seeing none, all in favor? Perfect. Next up, we have delegations. We have our new RCMP member.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, my name is Nathan Jacobson. I'm the new sergeant in the detachment here. I've been here for all of a week, so I'm still getting to know the town a little bit. I understand all of you have had a chance to read the report. There was a slight reduction in calls this month versus the same time last year. The one standout call that I noted in the report from April was the break and enter to the business where charges were laid. On a positive note, I know others before me have spoken about some of the staffing issues we've encountered at our office. I'm a new member posted here. We have a new recruit who arrived in town today, who should be starting work with us Thursday. And I believe that we have arrangements for an experienced member to transfer in from Fort Resolution, optimistically the first week of June, which should help us with what looks to be likely a busier summer as the weather improves. Unless you guys have any questions, those are...
So save me the mental math. What are our numbers actually at staffing wise?
So we've got 4 on working currently. We will have a 5th with the new recruit and 6 come June 1st. And we also have a couple that have been dealing with some medical issues that are working back towards return to full-time. With them, it should put us up at 8. But I think that's going to be a little bit of a slower process.
Thank you.
Perfect, thanks. Any other discussion, questions?
Welcome to, I assume you brought a family with you. Welcome to you and your family to Fort Smith.
Thank you. Yeah, you helped me find where I needed to get propane the other day.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
That was me. That was me. I've had a barbecue already, so that was helpful. Thank you.
If you have any questions, we're all available people, so for sure.
Councillor Tucky.
No, I just noticed that mental health call 14. You guys are busy in April with mental health.
Yes, it looks that way for sure.
Just as always, how many of those calls are taken away at the hospital where your staff have to sit and guard folks at the door for the safe room that's not available?
So I'm not sure if any of these resulted in that. Of those 14, I don't
think there's 4.
Was there 4?
There were 4 instances in the month of April where RCMP members were required to guard mental health apprehensions at the hospital.
It's there. You're correct.
So again, I guess that's taking your members off their duties and community policing to have to do something to take care of something at our health center that needs to be taken and addressed through.
Yeah, where the safe room could be fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Any other discussion, comments? Seeing none, well, thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Get the streets, be safe.
All right,
Watch out for tornadoes.
moving on, we have the approval of minutes. Have somebody move the approval of minutes?
I move that the minutes of the regular meeting for May 5th, 2026 be adopted as presented.
Councillor Bade, seconder.
Sure.
Mayor Ferguson. Any discussion, comments? Seeing none, all in favor? Tornado noise?
There's a tornado. Oh no.
All right. Moving on, we have the minutes of the special meeting, May 7th. Councillor Tucky.
I move the minutes of the special meeting May 7th, 2026 be adopted as presented.
Excellent. Seconder,
Sure.
Mayor Ferguson. Any discussion, comments? Saying none, all in favor? All right, don't see any business arising from the minutes? No declarations of financial interests?
Would it be under business arising from the minutes that we now need a new special meeting? Do we need a motion for a special meeting?
We have a special meeting scheduled on Thursday.
But do we need a motion to have that meeting or no?
I think so, it'll be listed off at the end probably. Yeah, so maybe in the backer.
I didn't see it there, that's why
Oh,
I'm
no,
asking.
it's
We
not
don't
there.
need to do a motion for a special meeting?
Without checking with the executive secretary, I understand that the mayor or two councillors can call for a special meeting, or you can have a motion to do it, but it's already been set up, so.
It's been
So
called.
I think you're good to go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Under administration, we have the Community Services Director's report.
I'm gonna defer to the director. Lauren?
Thank you. To recap, the monthly report for community services for the month of April. Primary hit was the Tabacha Business Development Trade Show. It was very well attended. We were super happy to see so many community members come out. Within that, the town of Fort Smith was well represented. We had protective services in attendance along with community services. We had our librarian present, so our coordinator of arts and culture and library. We had our coordinator of childcare present. We had our economic and tourism development officer present. We had face painting going on. We had 16 new memberships for the library that were enrolled, which was really cool. I know that our ECDEV officer, as well as myself, had a lot of really good conversations with community members about tourism opportunities, just community relationship building, which was really great to see. So it was a really great way to kind of close out the arena and go into the summer. When it comes to aquatics, we had a slight change with just opening for an additional hour, which was really awesome. We've heard a lot of positive feedback from community members about that. In the library, we've got glow-in-the-dark filament for our 3D printers. So if you want to come down for your project, that's actually a really cool thing. Daycare's been doing really well with warm weather. We've got programming on the go, so it's really great to see. And our wait list for daycare is up to 22 children at the moment. So that is pretty much the summation of April. Thank you.
Thanks. Any questions, discussion? Mayor Ferguson?
Thank you. Great report, as always. You guys do a fantastic job with letting us know what's going on there. I just wanted to know, I've seen you've increased the pool availability, right, and access to pool. Is there uptake with participation? Are we seeing numbers increase for those more available hours for the pool?
Thank you, Mayor. Right now, we're still, because this is April's report, next month's report will have that capture of information.
Unless you have a follow-up.
It's a pool related. I just saw that the chlorinated numbers were out today, and then you've been having some hot tub issues. Are getting resolved?
I'm gonna keep deferring to you, Lauren, unless I think it's an issue that I might want to step in and I would just pull it back to me, but it seems like makes the most sense to go straight to you. So.
Thank you. Chlorination today, that was just the moment we kind of see a trend. I like to be safe and stop it, and we think it was a mechanical issue with that one, so it is being addressed as we speak, and pool was able to get back open, so it was a quick fix. Hot tub as well, that is mechanical. We did have a part come in, and then unfortunately we had some issues with that, but our contractors are rapidly on it, and I'm expectant to have it open in due time.
Thank you.
Councillor Kirchhoff?
I'm just wondering if you could expand a little bit on that internet testing project.
Yes, so that was taken on by my economic and tourism development officer. That was kind of just to see community feedback, to know kind of what the standard in the Moyen was for your average household internet speed. It's my understanding that we're hoping to have each household up to 50 millibytes per second by 2030. but that's still an ongoing testing project. But if you would like further information on it, I'm happy to bring more forward next month.
Is the testing done, or like?
It's my understanding it is, yes.
Sorry, everyone.
Oh, so it wasn't your
Yeah,
gun?
I wouldn't.
Well, it wasn't your gun, we're good.
Any stats available from that testing?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, any other, Councilor Eaton?
Thank you, and thanks for fixing the font thing. I thought it was going crazy. Beautiful now. Okay. I do want to give a quick shout out to the library, and especially my recent interaction with Michelle. She gave me a great book recommendation. I'm finishing the series right now because all my bags are so dark. And then for potentially the new keychain, if there was something that we could do that would be like representation of like our Indigenous family and friends within the area, maybe something to do with the rapids or traveling down that, just speaking out loud. But yeah, definitely lots of great programming happening at the library, and I was there myself recently with the Wogan Crane Wilder Institute, and it was very well attended, and thanks to the daycare for bringing their kids in and for the library for hosting us. So, Masi Joe. Thank you.
Any other comments, questions? Saying none, thank you. We're moving on. Next up, we have our municipal services report.
Mr. Chairman, Andrew is not with us today. He is out of office. The report is fairly succinct. Not a lot to it, other than the update that the trucks are here for the garbage trucks, which you've probably seen the bins. You've seen them distributed yesterday and today. If you have questions about the report, I'm happy to take down the questions and get back to you with answers.
Councilor Kurt.
And again, I don't expect you to have this information off the top of your head, but when could we expect street cleaning to commence? It's pretty dusty out there now.
So if my go-to person, Ravina, does not know, I'll find out.
Yeah, if you could get a timeline on that, appreciate it. A couple of community members have been asking.
Motorcyclists.
Councilor Bendel.
When does the garbage truck start coming and taking garbage out of those little bins?
This Friday.
This
This Friday.
This Friday?
That's right.
Okay. Yeah, people were asking and they.
Friday.
I
Voice out of the quiet corner. Friday.
Mayor Ferguson.
Thank you, Chair. I was just wondering if we were going to see any more PSA regarding the launch of the new garbage system, and if there was more to it, or of what we've seen. Is this it, or is there some other parts of it that we're going to see more of, like I don't know, any more questions asked, to be asked, those kinds of things, troubleshooting stuff, you know, that folks might have or want to see more of?
Between Ravina and Daniel, under Lauren, are the two communications people. And Lauren, do you know any comments going on further?
Not.
Okay.
So Daniel and I are collecting questions that people might have, and then we can put out a PSA with the answers for those.
Awesome, thank you.
Any other?
Yes. I'm wondering if, I think it was brought up to our attention in the fall time that we were not filling the secondary tanks of people out in Bell Rock, or residents that were not in town proper. But I'm just wondering if it's possible that we do fill that first fill of the secondary tank, because it is starting to become like fire season, or people are starting their gardens and or whatever, if that is a service that we can provide as the town.
I'll follow up.
Masi Joe.
Thank you.
So just continuing back on the train with the garbage bins, just wondering if we have a system for communication with, you know, like if people put them out and it's not to the, you know, in the right location, or it's not done the right way, how how are they then communicated with to either get it in the right place or just like educate? Is it like the individual person that's following up with them?
I see
Sticker on top?
Lawrence gave me the high sign.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes, we do. We're gonna be doing door hangers with, information and education on how to properly have your garbage collected.
Okay, but what happens, like, and that's in response to people doing it incorrectly, or, like, I'm just thinking of like a corrective action, you know, kind of immediately, hey, it wasn't where it should be, this is how you can do it, so you don't get missed for next time.
That I'm not 100% sure
I'll
on.
have to find out. They did tell me that the reader on the actual bin will tell them when it's not in the right place.
Right, so
or
those
something.
people could maybe get an electronic
Yeah,
notification.
so I'll have to find out.
Thank you.
Alright, any other questions, discussion? Seeing none, we will move on. Next up, under council business, we have, no bylaws and policies, we have appointments. We have expressions of interest for CSAB. So if we can have a mover for that one, Councilor Tucker?
I move that Roma Novas be appointed to the Community Services Advisory Board for a 2-year term ending May 19, 2028.
Seconder? Deputy Mayor? Any discussion, comments? Seeing none, all in favor? Unanimous. Moving on to the next one, can we have a mover for that one? Councilor Braith?
I move that Jeffrey O'Keefe be appointed to the Sustainable Development Advisory Board for a term of 2-year term ending May 19th, 2028.
Thank you. Seconder? Councilor Kubert. Any discussion? All in favor? Passed unanimously. Moving on to the third one. Can we have a mover?
I'll move that Ally McDonald be appointed to the Community Services Advisory Board for a 2-year term ending May 19th, 2028.
Thank you, Councilor Eaton. Seconder? Councilor Kersher. Any discussion? None, all in favor? Passed unanimously. Number 4.
I'll take that one. I'll move that Kevin Antoniak be appointed to the Economic and Tourism Development Advisory Board for a 2-year term ending in May 19th, 2028.
Thank you. And seconder? Councilor Tucky. Any discussion?
Yeah, just a comment, out of all the applications that I went through, that one seemed to be the skimpiest. Like, really, I've been on it, and that was it. So, just saying, I was hopeful for a little bit more detail. That's my one comment.
Not only has he been on it, he's chaired it for the last 5 years, so.
I didn't say that.
I was on it with him.
Any other discussion? All in favor? Passed unanimously. And now we're into round table. Starting with Councilor Kubert.
Thank you, Chair. Just want to point out our PWK grad is coming up, I believe, the end of next week, and I'd just like to extend a bravo to all the graduates that are coming through. I believe this year we're seeing a total of 21 graduates, with 3 of those being from the Phoenix school. So I think it's a great achievement on their part, and I wish them all the best going forward.
Thank you. Councilor Benoit?
Yes, congratulations to all the grads. And I want to send condolences out to the families who've lost loved ones in this very short time. My heart goes out to them, and prayers go out to them. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilor Eaton?
Sure. So I'm still hustling kids at lunch program with Uncle Dave's Friendship Center, but we're getting down to end of school year here. I was helped with the ladies at Mabel's house doing a moose hide there, so thanks Rita and Julie for letting me come assist you. Yeah. Oh yeah, thank you, Mike, for, or Deputy Mayor either, for joining Connie, myself, and all the other community members at our Red Dress tea event with Uncle Gabe's Friendship Center. Is very well attended, lots of representation, and it was very collaborative. So all four of the leaderships provided people and supplies and donations and time. So I think that's the future of our community, right? Sharing the load and moving forward together. And I am extremely proud of Athabasca Chippewa First Nation and also Blood Tribe, Kainai, Blackfoot, for helping squash the Alberta separatist movement. So very, very grateful and for their leadership on proving that First Nations consultation is the first step. So that's each one.
Thank you. Councillor Carter.
Yeah, a couple things. I want to build on Councillor Crivette and Councillor Benwell's comments about grad. Congratulations going out there, and it's good to hear. I think there's actually more than 3 Phoenix School students, but I'm going to put a plea out to all past Phoenix School graduates. Again, there's rumors that the government, EC&E, is not happy with the structure of the program and they want to cut funding to it. It's a program that's been running for over 19 years, and I think we're well over 200 grads that have graduated fully from there, or blended students from the high school and that. So I think we need to start squeaking a little bit more. It's a successful program. It meets the needs of lots of individuals in this community, and I think the government is very short-sighted, or the bureaucrats, not necessarily the government, in trying to shut it down again. It's just another example of the Yellowknife control not knowing what works in a community. My other comment is also slightly negative. I have promoting to the seniors at our recent lunch to go out to the open house at the hospital this Thursday and meet with the public administrator and the CEO. But unfortunately, I hear that that has now been cancelled. So stay tuned. They may reschedule it for June. So if you were planning on going, save yourself the trip. Thank you.
Thank you. Councillor Bain.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to second your comments about just the, just the ongoing troubles that we have with education here in Fort Smith and in the territory. I'm happy to hear you holding the bureaucrats or whoever else their feet to the fire. And so I know you guys have a DEA meeting coming up, and so I'm hoping that in that you'll get kind of permission to come back or approval to come back and speak to council as a delegation about kind of what's happening here in Fort Smith. Is the loss of programming, of any kind of programming here, I think is really impactful to our community, and to both within the schools as well as beyond. On a more positive note, I've upcoming is seeing a lot of youth out at the track, and so it's just been really, really cool over the last little while, seeing the warm weather and seeing people out there and seeing how much people use that area and just how much of an asset it is for our community. I personally, I never ran. That was never anything I was interested in doing. I was kind of like couldn't imagine doing that. And then a couple of years ago, injured my knee. Decided I needed the only way to like get back into moving was to start getting out, walking first, and then running. And so some friends here convinced me to go from basically 0 to running 5 kilometers. And so I was able to do that because of the track that we have here. And so it took me like all of last summer to get to that point that I could do it. But that asset that we have here is really important. So it is showing its age in a few places. There's a little bit of vandalism. There's a little bit of just wear and tear. So it would be interesting to see if there is any possibility to the little fixes here or there, because it is a gem in our just recreation toolkit here. And from my own experience being out there, at any given time, I'm lucky because just flexibility of my work life. I'm able to go out at 10 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock in the morning, you know, and I will see people out there using that track and walking and running it at any of those times. There's always people out there using that, so it'd be sad to see it, you know, going to disrepair. But yeah, it's been really nice to see the youth out there over the last little while, and hopefully we can see more of that, and good luck to them at the track and field.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor.
Well, I got my new bin at 4 o'clock today. McDougal seemed to be the last strip to get done in town, so I was wondering if I was ever going to get it. It's now nicely ensconced in my driveway, so thank you very much for that, guys. And, it's nice to see. I had a good chat with the people who were delivering them, so it was nice. I did want to ask, and I don't know if who's coordinating the final cleanup for the red dress thing, but I noticed the red dress hanging by the water treatment plant still up. I noticed a couple others. If we have these tornado comments tonight, I'd hate to see them get damaged if there's somebody on that sort of cleanup of that event. They can be reused next year. It would be nice if they're not destroyed. So just a comment, I noticed the one hanging on the way at the water treatment plant. And finally, first week of next month, I'm off to Edmonton for the FCM conference, so I will be out of town. I think there's a meeting that week I will miss, but I might be able to call in for it, we'll see. But that's the one that I won the free entry to, so I'll let you know how it goes.
Thanks. Yeah. All right. So I haven't actually reported in a little bit, so I'll just kind of go over the things that I attended. So on May 1st, I think it was a really good groundbreaking ceremony here for the Fire Center. It's a $30 million project that's pumping into our economy. I see that Salt River is putting posts out about, hey, looking to retire. It's really good for jobs, people work, and it's a big investment and an asset for our community to have this kind of facility here. And so, I mean, we should really be happy and proud of that being there. You might have seen them all around town, but the census folks are here. They're here for the next 3 months.
Have you seen one?
Well, you will. They'll come to you. And so be kind, answer the questions. The information they're asking, they're not trying to be invasive. It really is for, so we can know about Fort Smith and where we're going, if we're moving, if we're growing, if we're shrinking. It's all stuff that we can use for information for planning. So when you see these folks, be kind and, answer their questions. TLC has been pretty active this last month. Poor Mike has been run ragged, but we've been very active. And so we had an all leaders table meeting where we all got together. We went over priorities. We're talking about things. This is where I don't know if I speak to you, but we're collaborating on things that are happening in the community. And just as a reminder, there's that on May 26th, there's the fuel break management meeting in the evening. Come, I think they're gonna feed you even. So come, get some free food and give your input on what we should do for fire break management in our community. And you guys all took away the PWK grad stuff. I'm so proud of them. I've got a grad. You've got a grad. Yeah, we've got lots of grads. I've watched this group of kids grow up since they were all like babies. So I'm really excited about this group. So, and tomorrow at noon, if you like the red-sided gardener snake, go to the Aurora College. There's a lady there presenting. Bring your own lunch and sit for an hour and hear about how these amazing little creatures adapt through change. So that's it.
Thank you. Councilor Ducky.
Yeah, I'd just like to congratulate all the grads who are graduating and hope that everybody has a safe graduation and that they keep in mind the conditions in our forests and to keep things safe. Unfortunately, I share what Councillor Karasuk says about the Phoenix program. That has been a very successful program. And unfortunately, to see it being under the axe is not a good thing. And the only other thing I wanted to bring up was raised about the red dresses. I just thought that after how many weeks of the event being over and we're still hanging, and it's only the town of Fort Smith. I thought it was very disrespectful, that's all. That's it.
Thank you. For myself, I think a couple of things to kind of plug. I think, of course, congrats to the grads. That's been done. The HAF program, Housing Accessibility Fund, that's still up and running and about, so now that we're in the building season, good for people to realize that there's grants out there available to get more housing going in town. And then again, on the fire smart or fire through trend, we're in our spring dip now. Things are drying up very quickly, so just something to be aware of. And on that, was it last week we got the alertable test? So for those who haven't signed up, fortsmith.ca under protective services, there's an emergency preparedness page there, and you can sign up for alertable notifications in there. So that'll be an easy way for the town to get a hold of people in case of emergency. And that was all I had. So, moving on, we have no proclamations. Dates of our next council meetings. A regular meeting of Council, Protective and Corporate Services on June 2nd, 2026 at 7 p.m. to be chaired by Councillor Tucky. Still good for that? Yeah. And then we will have our regular meeting of Council, Community and Municipal Services on June 16th, 2026 to be chaired by any volunteers?
I can, I have it in.
Okay, Mayor Ferguson, thank you. We have no councillors to excuse. We're all here. So moving on. Now we will move in camera. Can we have a mover to move in camera? Councillor Carter.
I move that council move in camera in accordance with the Cities, Towns and Villages Act, section 23, sub 3D at 7:31 p.m.
Thank you. Seconder, Councillor Tucky. Any discussion? All in favor?